Days of Modi government. As the 100 days of the Modi government approach, it is a picture of a confident government which plans to implement its big agenda, says the top government sources to CNN News 18. One nation, one poll will be implemented in the tenure of this government, according to the sources. Now, the report of the Ram Nath Kovind Committee is already with the centre. The centre, in fact, would also begin the census exercise very soon. The government is also committed to restoring statehood to Jammu and Kashmir in the minimum time possible post the elections, according to the word of the sources. Aman continues to stay on with us on the broadcast. Aman, looks like after abrogation of 370 and construction of Ram Temple for Modi 3.0, one nation, one poll is the next big thing.
See, Sakshi, the government is completing 100 days tomorrow on September 17th, and it is a picture of a very confident government. What sources are telling us that huge steps have been taken in the first 100 days, and the government, in fact, is not on the defensive. It plans to move ahead with even bigger decisions to implement its big agenda very, very soon. In the coming days, one nation, one poll, on which a report was submitted by former President Ram Nath Kovind to the centre in the earlier tenure. That report is set to be implemented in this particular tenure. The government is very confident it will roll out one nation, one poll in this tenure. Also, the census could begin very soon. The government is also still contemplating what to do with the caste issue in the census. Discussions are on, but the government is very clear that it will roll out the census operation very, very soon. The Uniform Civil Code, for example, another thing that the government sources are telling us, that 4 to 5 states have got their reports, are expected on UCC in the next 1 to 2 months. And Uttarakhand, a state which has already brought UCC, there has been no challenge to it. So the government is also very, very serious about Uniform Civil Code. The Prime Minister from the Red Fort has spoken about it this time, calling it a secular civil code. So all these big decisions could follow now in the coming days. Also, the step to restore statehood to J&K could happen in the minimum possible time once the elections are over. This is what we are also learning from sources. So big decisions could be taken in the next few months in Modi 3.2, and many big decisions have already been taken in the first 100 days, and the government will unveil all of them tomorrow on September 17th when it completes 100 days.
Also, Aman, since you have touched upon the statehood to Jammu and Kashmir, we are looking at the elections approaching. Of course, the first phase voting to happen on Wednesday. This particular key point is something that the National Conference, Congress and PDP is also promising to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. How exactly the BJP is going to work out on that aspect?
See, Sakshi, restoring statehood to J&K is a solemn promise made already by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah in the past on the floor of the Parliament. So it is not that BJP has not promised it earlier. BJP has very much promised it earlier, saying that, look, statehood was taken away from J&K in extraordinary circumstances because of Article 370 was abrogated, the valley was in a turmoil, and that is why we had to do it. But once the elections are held, this has been a solemn promise of Amit Shah and Prime Minister Narendra Modi that statehood will be restored to J&K. And now government sources saying this will happen in the minimum possible time once the elections are over. The NC and the Congress are also saying the same, but this is the promise the BJP says it has already made. So there is nothing more that the NC and PDP can offer. In fact, BJP is objecting to the NC, PDP, saying that they will roll back the abrogation of Article 370. This is something that the BJP is saying it will never allow to happen.
Right, Aman. Thank you so much for putting all of that into perspective for our viewers. We'll keep coming back to you for more details on that. Right now, it's time for a quick commercial break here on CNN News 18. Do stay with us. We'll come right back with more on the other side.